The SEC is overrated, right? Well, 9 teams were in last week's Amway coaches poll, and after Auburn nearly lost to Jacksonville State, Toledo upset Arkansas, and Oklahoma stormed back to beat Tennessee 17 points down, all the critics were out. The SEC is terrible. The SEC is always overrated. In reality, it's still the premier conference in college football, and it'd be silly to write them out of the playoff in week 2. Florida State's offensive line is horrible, and the Seminoles won't win the ACC again this year, right? Well, critics do have a point here. This is not the same offensive line that Jameis Winston has been behind for 2 years. Protection's not there, and the run game could maybe struggle. But Dalvin Cook did not. He ran for 266 yards and 3 scores on Saturday. So if he's still able to produce, even with the shaky line, Florida State should be okay. Notre Dame can't get to the playoff anymore, with Malik Zaire out for the season with an ankle injury. Well, this is possible, where it's too early to tell because backup quarterback Deshaun Kaiser was great. He was thrown in the situation through a 40-yard touchdown pass in the game's final seconds to beat Virginia on Saturday. And Brian Kelly has played with young and inexperienced quarterbacks before. There are pieces around him despite some other key injuries. So don't write the Irish off just yet, though their path to the playoff did get significantly tougher. Oklahoma could win the Big 12. Well, it's a little bit of an overreaction, although a 17-point comeback and double overtime win at Tennessee was very impressive, and Bob Stoops did say this is one of his favorite wins as a head coach. I buy that Oklahoma will contend for the Big 12 along with TCU and Baylor, though people were not saying that in the offseason. Baker Mayfield is special. He's kind of sneaky out there on the field and very slippery. I like the heart and the mental toughness of this Oklahoma team, so I say yes, they could be Big 12 contenders.